The second leg of the 16th Raid de Himalaya would run the longest single competitive stage of the rally. 76.32 kilometers of terrain straight from rallying hell. This is where rally cars come to break. The ones that survive can brave the rest of the raid with relative ease, barring the one day they return on this very route. This is the legendary temple of Kunzum Devi, the goddess after which this pass is named. Now each vehicle that crosses the pass does a parikrama of the temple to pay their respects to the goddess and take her blessings for the journey forward. The Kunzum Devi temple is smack in the middle of leg 2, and the raid is running a single stage today, a single stage which is the legendary stage of Gramfu to Losar. The competitors love this stage for its fast flowing sections, but they're also wary of the rough patches in between. Let's see what the raid has to throw at the competitors today. Special Stage 4 Gramfu to Losar, a route that has become legendary at the Raid de Himalaya, both for the car and back-breaking drive it has in store, and also for the nature of its ever-changing terrain. The cars will break, the bikes will shine, and those who come out unscathed will be lucky to have the blessing of Kunzum Mata.
ग्राम्फू टू लोसर सबसे टफ स्टेज है, रेड की सबसे टफ स्टेज मानी जाती है। तो इसमें कुछ पैच वाइज को मतलब गाड़ी को आपको चलाना पड़ता है। कुछ 15 किलोमीटर जैसे आपको अच्छा मिलता तो आपको अच्छा तरीके से चलानी पड़ती है। जब रफ़ आएगी तो फिर आपको गाड़ी भी सेव करनी पड़ती है। तो स्ट्रेटजी चेंज होती रहती है बीच बीच में कि कैसे चलाना। तो ये वो स्टेज
It's a mixed bag again. It's got huge straights where you can really it's really exciting with those straights, and generally those huge straights are have a huge surprise at the end. So I think it's all about that excitement and that rush, because no matter in any other stage, you're either climbing up or you're descending down. Here you're doing everything. There are flats, there's climbing, there's rough sections, there's a river bed. It's just by the end of it, 10 kilometers or 20 kilometers before the finish, the driver would be asking, how much to go? It takes a toll on you. It takes a toll on the vehicle as well.
9-time raid champion Suresh Rana, driving a Grand Vitara for Team Maruti, maintained his fantastic lead in leg 2. Abhishek Mishra, also in a Vitara, driving for Team Thunderbolt, was behind Rana by 6 minutes, with Captain AVS Gill coming in third in his trusty Maruti Gypsy.
Everything, it's a long stage. Yesterday it was a rough stage. A lot of things went off, our lights went off, guards went off. But that's a part of rally. The car do break. But then at the end of it, you fix it up. It's back again,
Among the bikers, Nataraj R of TVS Racing maintained the top position on day 2, riding a TVS RTR 450. Nataraj literally flew through the stages and completed the 76.32 kilometer Gramfu Losar stage in 78 minutes. If our math is correct, at his speeds, he was covering a kilometer of the rough rally stage in just over a minute. That was something which got even the most seasoned veterans to raise their eyebrows.
Day 2 Kaza stage, 80 km stage, toughest stage. Totally manpower, machine power, full hard rocks.
Second among bikers was Suresh Babu, riding a Suzuki RMX 450Z. Raj Singh Rathore of Team Polaris was behind Rana by only 23 seconds on the first day and was running second. Rathore lost his way in the stage and dropped to 10th position by the end of leg 2.
Gramfu Losar was one stage where one needs to push because the time difference, that's when you catch up with the other person, and the time difference was huge. Yeah, so I took off as usual. We went pedal to metal, and to our luck, in the first 7 kilometers we had a flat. So we lost about good 6 minutes there, and again by then 2 cars had overtaken us. So we again tried to catch them up and eating the dust up, and we lost about 6 minutes there. And just getting onto the Kunzum Pass, our front bull guard fell off and it jacked the car up. So it was literally like on 2 wheels were in air, which had never happened before. I didn't know what had happened. It's taken off or what could be this. So eventually when I came out, we saw the bull guard had broken and it had jacked the car up. So we had to reverse it, put it down. We lost about 4-5 minutes there also. So in all, I lost about 15 minutes yesterday. by the end of it. So yeah, I'm trying to catch up now. I don't have any other option.
38 vehicles took start in Rally Extreme and 34 vehicles were able to successfully reach the finish line. In the Moto Extreme, 37 bikers took start and 30 were able to make it to Kaza at the end of the day. 11 vehicles retired in a day. And the raid was just warming up as the temperature dropped and the fatigue set in. The raid beyond the Kunzum Pass would come with its own set of challenges. And then some more.
With the cars in better condition, they went on to the Kaza stage, which we've run since 1999. And from that, I found that the stage to be much rougher than it was in the past 2-3 years. And we had a lot of attrition on that day. The Kaza stage was supposed to take out most of the, let's say, the chaff from the grain, separate that. And sure it did.
We'll be back next weekend with our coverage of the highest motorsport battle arena in the world. Stay tuned.